Happy today. Again, I love when I get an opportunity to come to you more than once, and so I just say happy again, and it kind of gets me moving. This is going to be a short one, but an interesting conversation. I wanted to give people my journey um, of helping, and what do I mean by that? I'm trying to have some things kind of like on my screen next to me that it's distracting me, so I don't want to be distracted here. Um, when I was nominated to be a part of the um, Leukemia Lymphoma Society Man of the Year um, campaign. Firstly, I was like overwhelmed by that, and really kind of like, what am I doing, or um, who did I make an impression on, or something that feels that I wanted to be a part of this. Because the interesting thing about it is that cancer has touched me on the edges, right? There has been a number of people within my family and in my friend circle that leukemia or lymphoma or some form of cancer has been a part of their journey, and I've heard about it, and I've kind of almost on the after effect, not the day to day kind of understanding and experiencing with that. So, the conversation around cancer has always been on the outside, and so, um, like many people, there is a sense of, you can't do anything. You want to do as much as you possibly can, but instead of just being there for, a person, the individual, you're there's not much that we can do. So my journey to help is it's basically taking this nomination, because the way that I see it most of the times when cancer comes up in the conversation, it's like, oh my God, there's a surprise. I can't believe you're dealing with this. I don't know what to do about this. And so this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to really not just raise some money, um, but to really, this is an awareness campaign. So I mentioned that I am going to be spotlighting stories, and the wonderful thing about I originally had a spotlight scheduled for today, and my guests reached out to me, and today just wasn't a good day. It was a great plan. Sometimes we plan to do things, and it just wasn't a great day, and they didn't want to show up how they would show up, and so um, I really not only wanted to honor that, but I um, really wanted to do that. And so I am just really excited about spotlighting all the people that will be a part of this series for the next 3 months. One, because I get to learn more. I get to hear tributes. I get to hear the. It's really not a cancer story or a cancer spotlight. It's a survival spotlight. And the more that I'm able to really embrace that, cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence, but it's an awareness for us to really be there for each other, and be there for ourselves. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to announce a couple things here, to so have it in writing or have it on video to kind of do. I can't officially start raising money until February of next year. But I want to put out my goal. And so that's one thing about goals, is that it's just a goal. And so it would be wonderful if I can far exceed my goal. But the goal that I have is $30,000. So $30,000 is my goal. I will I'm in the process of assembling a team. And so I want to let people know that have been thinking about being a part of, there's a couple people that raised their hand, and I will be reaching out to you. So I really appreciate you already raising your hand without little information. That's the one thing that I have learned about myself. I had a story that nobody understood me and nobody wanted to help me. And what 2020 has taught me, and what I'm learning about myself, is that not only do people want to help me, people want to help me with very little information, right? So I don't have to have all my ducks in the row for people to be gracious to me. Thank you for someone said the username. I'm not even going to, I don't think you can pronounce it. HAVOVO49 says, hope you have a great, good day. And I really appreciate the work that I'm doing. So yes, thank you. I really appreciate it. So the fact that even with little information, there's already people raising their hand that want to be a part of this awareness and fundraising campaign that is connected to this Man and Woman of the Year type of thing. I'm excited about it. So here's some logistics. So this is what I'm going to do. So in the next week or so, I will be assembling the team, a team of at least 10 people. I've already have, I think, three or four. So so you can see, so I can eat anywhere from 7 to 6 more people to be on the team. And so really, I want to make it as easy as possible. And I think I will take on maybe $6,000. Yeah, $5,000 to $6,000 of that. So I'll take, and so the rest of the team members, I will just divide it up, the remaining $25,000 to $26,000 to divide it for them to raise, to help me raise on their behalf, and so I'll spotlight in their name, and if it's anything from there. And the thing is that I want to, because this is an awareness campaign, I don't want any of my team members to feel like they, I just handed them a $2,500 goal, to raise money. What I really want to do is I want them to in turn find up to 10 team members for them. So I really want as many people as possible that is participating in this campaign on my behalf, on their behalf. So now, instead of $2,500 or whatever it is, there is it's now $250. So each individual, or less, so if it's like, there are 9 more people, so they're 10. So they invite 9 other people to come along to help them raise $250 a piece. And so, so I'm going to be sharing the stories weekly. So if you know of any stories, if you want to come on and talk about it, we can go from there. So that is the practical things, or the logistical things about it. So there has been recently, and even within the the last 5 years, I have become aware of friends and family members who's had cancer or who's dealt with cancer, has been part of, and I just really, um, I really felt that I haven't been doing enough. Yes, I've raised money before. I've done different things to kind of support a number of different activities around it. But for the most part, I have no information. I really don't understand. So this is really, I want to be able to, when I guess when, or when it is announced that I am Man of the Year. I don't know if there's a speech involved, but I'm going to put together a speech. And what the speech that I will be developing over the next 3 months is all of the stories and all of the information. The more that I got to learn about um, this wonderful work that people are working on to save lives. That yeah, that's that's what I think this is the moment for me not to just I don't want to say throw money at a problem or just kind of send my prayers, which is also, I believe that is definitely it definitely works. I also want to know more um, about the work of Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, what they do, and how I can support them beyond this campaign. So now this is a lifetime. This is a lifetime nomination. It's like whoever nominated me, um, this is something. You got me for the rest of my life, because this is something that's important. Now it's important, and I'm going to learn more about it. So I am just reaching out to as many people as possible to be a part of my team and be willing to have people on their team, because more of the money that we raise, and it's like the more that I talk about this, it's like, okay, why isn't my goal $50,000? And so maybe that's the real goal, right? But so um, so let's just say the goal is 30,000, to $50,000. So anywhere within those two numbers, we are going to raise some money and awareness for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society from Georgia and South Carolina chapter region, or something like that. So I'm in the South Carolina area, but I have people all over the country that have expressed interest with being on this team. So we're going to, we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn some things. I'm going to come on weekly and talk about what I'm learning and spotlight some of the shows. And yeah, so I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. You know how there's a number of people that talk about the legacy, leaving a legacy. And for me, the reality is that I have no say in my legacy. I have no say. I believe that I have no say in my legacy. What I do have a say in is how I live and how I show up in my life. And if people decide to remember that, that's how they will remember me after I'm gone. That's a great thing. That's what the legacy is. But I have no control of that. I can do all the wonderful things that I can muster up and think. But if people choose to remember those moments where I was a jerk, that's my legacy. So I have no say. But what I do have a say is that as long as I'm here, which no day, no moment is guaranteed, I am going to do whatever I can to show up as myself and to show up for things that I care about. And I don't want to say it's sad to say that the main reason why I have really embraced the Leukemia Lymphoma Society is because I got nominated. But maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe the more that we nominate people, the more that we can step up and show up for each other. So, yeah. So we're at 15 minutes. I didn't want to take too long. You know, I'm a talker. There's a lot of other things that I'm going to be working on the rest of the day. The next week, when you see this, I'm going to go from the brown. I'm going to go to the maroon. I'm going to really do this up well, because this is, like I said, this is a national campaign. You know, for me, I have embraced that. Yeah, we're about this thing. And so I'm just so excited to be a part of this, and so excited about the stories that I'm about to learn and be a part of. So have a great rest of your day. Next week, we'll have our first spotlight. If you have anyone, yourself, or you want to honor, share a story, or if you want someone else, if you know someone else that wants to share a story around their cancer or survival story, or even any type of story that they have with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, how great that organization is, and what they're doing, if that has affected your life and you want to just talk about that'll be good too. This is an awareness and financial fundraising campaign. And so I'm very excited. The goal, I will say it again, I will announce it again next week, and I'll keep on putting it. It's between $30,000 and $50,000 is my goal to raise during this campaign. So on behalf of my family, my friends, I am extremely honored to be, not just be nominated, but to be a part of saving lives. That's where we are. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.